I am the faculty or power of uttering sounds through the mouth by the controlled expulsion of air. I am voice. Why does my voice matter?
Voice lends you expression. Of course, voice is a gift from God that many people take for granted until they lose that voice. Not having the voice to express oneself is one of those things that people still consider a profound disability. The voice allows you to be heard. So even if it's not spoken, that voice lends you place in expression of other forms. That's why you talk about the voice of the people. You talk about the voice of the people, it becomes a collection of how they think and how they feel, more so than what they say or what words come out from their mouth.
Tell me about myself when I was little.
Oh, about yourself when you were, that's no, that will take a whole day talking. I just remember you started talking earlier than the average child. I would say you started talking well before you turned two. You made efforts to pronounce words that were difficult without, of course, worrying about whether it sounded they were said correctly or not. So I remember um, this funny story about about you um, trying to say chicken nuggets. So there was this day you took my office manager to McDonald's, and he said, Stella G, what would you like? And you said, I want chicken nugget ashweshwise. So he said, what? Though he had no idea what you were saying, but you got really frustrated. You said, chicken nugget ashweshwise. You were talkative as a child, but you were also very expressive and started showing signs of leadership even as a child, because you would try and convince people around you, even with a few words you could say correctly, you would convince them about things you wanted to do, and try to get them to either do those things with you or do those things for you. When you were in preschool, it became something that was very readily noticed by your teacher. At the time, you were closer to 3 and almost knew how to sew a button on clothing, and how you tried to teach other kids, even in preschool, to understand what the teacher was saying. And so she made the joke that once you got to the age of 5, she would sit with the students and have you teach the class. That's how precocious you were. Our driver at the time, Danilo, he was Spanish speaking when he started working for us, and he attributes his learning English a lot to you. He said you taught him how to speak English. You displayed a lot of precocity with your language or your understanding of language, and your ability to communicate with other people. Well, my physical voice matters because that's how It's a form of recognition for me. If you heard my voice, if I came into a room and you didn't see me, and you hear my voice, which is rather husky, of course, you would always say, oh wow, my mom is somewhere around. So voice becomes some form of identification. I like the fact too that I can use my physical voice just to talk and express myself, but I can use it to sing and express my feelings about God. It says, lift up your voice unto the Lord. Literally, your physical voice is what you use to praise God at all times. That's extremely important to me, to know that I can sing, I can call on God, I can cry. They're all sounds that come from sounds of my voice. It's very important that my opinion matters. That tells a lot, of course, about who I am, um, what my values in life. Not feel you have evolved into a free thinker, free thinking person, imbibing values that you were raised with, while you're cultivating your own, and you have been able to have a voice in the family, a voice of love and beauty that just blends with the rest of the family. Like one of your aunties said one day on your 12th or 13th birthday, she said, Stella, I wish I had friends like yours. And even though we laughed about it, thought that for such a young girl, I think you were 12, but she just saw that you had a voice that was a full expression. But that's very important that you continue to have that voice where your friends think highly of you. Your friends want to be your friends forever.
Pray when we needed help, hope for a better day. Pray for my youngest brother who sat there with a blank expression on his face. You see, at the time he was only 7, so he may not have understood the foreign vocabulary of the heartless judge, but he was able to construct meaning to the sentence as he saw his family being torn apart, my mother being yanked away into the dirt. Our mother, as pure as the Virgin Mary from a young girl's eyes, was now a prisoner, a wrongdoer, a sinner in need of punishment. I wanted to cry, I wanted to scream, I wanted to yell out. Yet, my urge to do something was silenced by her voice. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. My mother would sing to me. The future's not ours,